I'd do what I must.
Wait, throw some fish.
Yup. Save it. I am ready to participate in the Fisher's Triathlon. Let's begin!
Ba-ba-da-ba.
I'll do this all over again, it's fine. Trumpets sounded over the arena, announcing the commencement of the Fisher's Triathlon. We were to distinguish ourselves in 3 sports, if you could call them such. You be the judge, dear reader. The first round was fish carrying, if you can believe it. They built narrow bridges over pits of mud and placed barrels on either end, one side filled with fish and the other side empty. The goal was to get all the fish from one side to the other barehanded without falling into the mud, and I'm sure this is just what you imagined for a royal tournament. Throwing fish at your opponents was prohibited, but there was one unofficial but well understood rule in this tournament: don't get caught. We had to decide which of us would participate, as well as how fair we wanted to play. Well, we tried to cheat by discreetly throwing fish at our opponents. With you. Competing honestly among such company would be more embarrassing than losing, as Knock Knock ran across the bridges with heaps of fish in his arms. He deftly tossed a fish beneath the feet of the Gralton competitor, who slipped and fell into the mud. Another fish found its way right to the dagger mark's competitor's forehead, sending him down alongside the Graltoner. The judges didn't notice a thing, and we won the first round. The second round was Untying Knots. Competitors would be tied up on poles resembling ship masts, and they had to escape the ropes. We once again had a choice to make. We noticed a sharpened coin glistening in the dagger mark's competitor's mouth, and the Gralton participant had a blade in his hand. We exposed the cheaters, leaving us with fewer rivals. The judges escorted the cheaters out of the arena, the crowd laughing and whistling all the time. With a third of the competition done, Dolly easily outpaced the others, untangling the ropes and making her way to the judges while the others still wriggled in their bonds like flies in a spiderweb. He'd won 2 out of 3 rounds. We seemed to have our victory in the bag, but with the rivals we were dealing with, there was no time to relax. The last round of the tournament was diving for river pearls. Huge tubs were filled with mussels and river water, and some empty jars had been placed on a set of scales. We've had to open the mussels with our bare hands, gather the pearls, and deposit them in our team's jar. Of course, if playing fair wasn't a priority, we could try weighing down the jar with other things as well. We tried to cheat extensively and get all our rivals disqualified. The pinnacle of cunning is to make it seem like everyone else is cheating while coming out completely clean yourself. While each of our rivals tried adding a stone or 2 to their jars, Dolly didn't hesitate to add a few handfuls of mud to each of theirs. In the end, our team's jar came out the lightest, but the others were so heavy the judges decided to check their contents for authenticity. Oh, how the crowd laughed when our opponent's jars poured out stones and mud, while our jar contained only pearls. It was a complete triumph. Every team but ours was disqualified, and we were awarded the victory by default. Nice. Yes, a 61,000 XP. I know, right? Okay. I'm ready to participate in the boasting contest. The tournament continued with a boasting contest. The first participant, a man from Daggermark, stepped up on the podium and told a raunchy story about him sneaking into a temple of Calistria and seducing all the priestesses, including the high priestess, in a single night. The crowd was particularly amused by the suggestive glances he kept casting toward one of the guests from Timon. She simply smiled mysteriously in response. The second participant was a guest from Carlton, who told a completely implausible tale about his travels across other planes where he battled undead hordes and defeated a blood-curdling monster. It was an average storyteller at best. He'd be lucky to get a C for that story at the Academy. But listeners were inexplicably elated. Suspicious, we took a closer look at the crowd and, of course, we spotted a bard using some tricks of the trade and likely a little magic to aid the Carlton man's performance. We pointed out the cheating to the judges. The judges were reluctant to believe us, but the cheating was easy to spot once you knew what to look for it. Once they concluded we were right, the guest from Carlton was disqualified and forced to leave the podium in disgrace. Then it was Pitex's turn. The kingdom's honor was represented by Animate Bellavara, a sweet-voiced singer whose smile could win over the most withered of hearts. Oh, Animate. But while her voice was smoother than silk, her words stung like arrows. With a soft smile, Animate told everyone how she'd spent months in her kingdom learning our secrets and instigating a riot. Of course, the honors trade of the bard and the shady dealings of the spy often go hand in hand, but oh, Animate, who could have expected such an ugly blow from such a lovely lady? She described in surprising and exceptionally critical detail how much the citizens of our young state suffered under the atrocities of the troll assaults and the magic plague. She never stooped to actual lies, but she made it sound as though our queen, Baroness at the time, was simply drinking and debauching while her subjects struggled. She made our crusade against Vortigern look like a cunning conquest of Varnhold, and the war with the Tiger Lords was characterized as an irresponsible venture. Talk about cruel and unfair! When Animate was finished, she left the stage, and it was our turn to perform. And what feats did our participant decide to tell in her performance? I know, chat. What do you think? What do you think we should do? I think the last time we did the honorary goblin. Oh no, we did our cult story. Should we do that again? Yeah, we did the glove. Should I do that again? It worked. It did. I could also use diplomacy. That is huge. I think we'll do this one. She regaled them with tales of her victories over the Stag Lord, the Trolls, Vortigern, and Armagh. It wasn't easy getting the crowd excited for this story. They were all glorious feats, of course, but that was the problem. The audience had already heard them time and time again. Dolly used all the eloquence she could bring to bear to breathe new life into those old tales. The audience hung on her every word, sometimes laughing uncontrollably and sometimes holding their breath to avoid missing anything. Dolly finally brought the story to an end, and the viewers gave her a standing ovation as she left the podium. The woman from Timon, a priestess of Calistria, went last. She told stories of her love affairs in faraway countries and on other planes, casually mentioning an unpleasant disease she contracted over her journeys that took her a long time to get rid of. Hearing that, the participant from Daggermark paled and grabbed at his belt, bringing roaring laughter from the rest of the audience. And finally, the judges announced the winner, Dolly! She walked up to the podium to a thunderous applause and took another bow. Yay! We won!
We did it! We did it together!
I think that's it. Right? I'm gonna go here. I think that's it, right? Are we done? I'm ready to participate in the drunken melee? Well, I mean, I am. Oh boy.
Their life ends here.
Well then.
This will hurt. You should have run.
Oh, look at that kick. Look at our queen. Our queen is amazing. Hey, yeah. Kick him in the face. Bite his ankles. Ah, yes. The tournament is finished, isn't it? I'd like to know who won. Yes, His Highness is just about to make a speech announcing the winner. Look, everyone's gathering around now. Oh boy.
Lords and ladies, another Rust Light tournament has come to an end. I'd like to thank all of you who honored this event with your presence. My friends, I'm happy to see all of you, but I'd like to give a special welcome to one guest who found themselves invited here for the first time.
Is it me?
Today we had the Baroness... no, excuse me. It's Queen now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Of a majority of what was once the stolen lands. Thank you for coming, my darling. I can call you that, right? I thank you with all my heart.
Oh. Chat? I lost connection to chat. Oh, there we are. Oh. Griffin, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
I first learned of her from my friend Stefano Mosconi. To be honest, his report was less than flattering. Impassable swamps, monsters galloping about, and a complete absence of any valuable resources. Nothing more than a dirty hole ruled by another bandit lord, hardly worthy of your attention. That's what he wrote back then. I'm so happy he was wrong.
And yet you mention it. Oh. Can we behead him for calling Dolly darling? We'll think about it.
Stefano himself seems to have vanished somewhere in the neighboring domain, unfortunately.
Yes.
Perhaps he met a hydra on his way back, or drowned in the omnipresent mud. Or maybe he just caught the Baroness in a bad mood, eh?
What?
A joke. Stefano was a great fellow. It's a pity he joined the many travelers who vanish in those lands each year.
Yeah, you smell of fish.
Truth be told, even now traveling that domain is a less than pleasurable experience. Some roads have appeared, but their safety leaves much to be desired. Take the sad story of a poor Toman Henvaki from Gralton. He set off to those lands and hasn't been seen since. His brother Edrist went to find the poor fellow, and what happened?
Can you just shut up? Hey, hello, I think I won this tournament. Could you be a little bit nicer?
He returned empty-handed. Toman seems to have vanished into thin air, like hundreds of travelers before him. At least Edrist was lucky, I suppose. He managed to come back alive. That's certainly considered fortunate for those who decide to swing through those lands.
It's time to declare war. Oh, no. No, sweetie, this is politics. We just smile and wave, and we'll get him later. Don't you worry. Sharkalar, that is it. That's a perfect moment to join the stream.
And the hunt the Baroness put on, clearly imitating my tournament? It was beyond description. While guests were out hunting hydras and owl bears, the latter came from behind and ate at the banquet table, along with all the servants. Some celebration, right?
I hate you. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I could do bluff. I could do all of them. Hold on. This... Oh, Oh, I'm gonna bluff my way through this one. Yeah. Stay quiet? Nuh-uh. Oh, that is not an option. I am flattered by your borderline disturbing attention to my persona, but why don't we include you in the discussion as well? For example, I heard an amusing story from some students from your academy.
Right. Yes. I did get a bit carried away, didn't I?
Yeah. Yes, you did. Oh, we're both petty. Yeah.
All I really wanted to get at was that Her Highness is a personage truly as extraordinary as her lands, and I'm happy to see her at this celebration. And now it's time to announce the winner of the tournament.
Sharkalor, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Oh boy, I better win.
This year, all 3 contests were won by guests from one kingdom. I'm not sure what charms, tricks, or divine intervention helped her, but let's hear it for the winner! Your Highness, if you please. I know you're not exactly a master of ceremonies, but please try to say something articulate to my guests.
Oh my god, this guy! Oh my god, this guy! Can I just... his face! Composure? Maybe. Maybe. Oh no, it's either diplomacy or bluff. I do like bluff again. Oh yes. I mean, this is just nice. This is nice. But I mean, I got a lovely reaction with the last one. So let's do this one. I hope my victory didn't offend. I do apologize. It's hard to tone down all this talent. The guest greet your playful speech with amiable laughter. Good.
And now, with the competition over and the prize awarded, let's get on with the main part of the celebration. The banquet! I can hear your stomachs growling from here. Let's get to the table, and later we'll see an unforgettable fireworks show.
Yay, fireworks! Awesome. Whew. Good lord, this guy. Can you believe it? So rude. This makes me want to replay this. Oh, you should. This is my first time playing this and I'm having so much fun. It is super overwhelming, but super fun. Oh, yeah. It is super fun. Yeah. So that was the tournament. Oh my goodness, we made it. We made it. Firestone, man! Yes, 4 months! Dude, thank you! Thank you! Oh. Yay! It didn't show yesterday, right? Is it that time to declare war? Yes. You already played it 3 or 4 times? Oh my goodness. Oh. No. I just... Wow. I am having a second playthrough with Evil. It's a private game though. I'm not streaming that one. That one's interesting. Oh my goodness, evil is interesting. The tournament is over. Kicking everybody wasn't very friendly, but overall everything was settled peacefully. Perhaps this invitation wasn't a dirty trick after all. No one can believe that. There must be some kind of catch, or it wouldn't be here already. I think we'll be hearing some news from Pitex in the near future. Okay, so this is just, we have to wait. We can dispose of some pirates. Oh, and we need to do the Dwarven Fortress. We need to do that as well. And what date is it? 22nd. We need to go home. Like right now, because I hope we can make it to the... Can we make it? 1 day, 23 hours. We could make it. Let's save it right here. If we don't make it, we can do other stuff. Because we have to do the Jubilost quest as well. No. Oh. Yes? Who is it?
You make an epic pose. I need inspiration.
Hi, who are you? Cultist fighters? Hold on a second. Cultists?
Tear them apart!
I am somewhat surprised, actually.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh, what?
Strike, my masterpiece.
Oh, God.
Strike.
Yeah.
Serves you right.
Be easier if you're not my side.
I'm letting you have a story.
This wound, my gift to you.
Okay. Ooh. Well, I think I'll take everything. Thanks. Cultists. I thought we were done with cultists. This is interesting. Is it a new cult? Just in that area? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Do, 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 do. No. Should discover this as well, by the way. Harem's quest is in the north. So we don't have time for that right now. We can make Jules' quest. Should be able to. So now it's the 24th. Enter there. Go to the tavern. Oop. Oh, you get the option to skin because it is monsters. But yeah, chat has been very upset about that in the beginning. Are you skinning the humans? No. Really, no. You lost. There. Dude, I am here for it. Looks like that's our moon. I'd like to know what leaving her path means to her. And more importantly, how all this is related to the story of the gnomes. I hope we're about to find out. Oh god. Luna? Oh. A girl with unusual silver grey hair is looking gloomily into her mug of ale. As she notices Jubilost clearing his throat, she raises her face and brightens. Oh, they told me that Queen of Polonia walks the streets and feasts with everyone at the taverns, but I never believed it. Oh, forgive me, your highness. I am Luna Katari. You have an unusual name. I was born with bright silver hair. The midwives never saw an ASMR before. They were frightened, but my mother, not a bit. She said her daughter's hair was silver like the moon, which meant I was blessed by Desna, hence the name. Actually, I've already been drawn to faraway countries like anyone touched by the moon goddess, but I've never been beyond the river kingdoms. Tell us about yourself. I'm a messenger. I deliver correspondence from Brevoy to Mivon and back, usually reports about rich merchants' underlings and his orders for them. My parents live in Brevoy, and the girl I love in Mivon. I've always dreamed of becoming a traveler, but that's not easy for the daughter of a weaver and a washerwoman. I was glad to find this messenger job, though. I thought I was pretty lucky. But now, traveling the same road over and over every month. I even sit right here in your tavern on the 24th every month, right on schedule. The monotony is driving me to tears. What can I do? I can't be everywhere at once. I can't stand the thought of settling down. Jubilost was listening surprisingly carefully, leans over to you and says quietly, "Do you see it now, when Moon leaves her path? It's another part of the riddle. It looks we need to somehow convince our new friend to quit her well-trodden path and set off somewhere new. Plus, it would be good for her. The same road each month. If I were her, I've drowned myself a long time ago. If I didn't bleach sooner." Oh. Oh, so I can... Yeah. My gold. I like this one, though. Fine, we'll do this one. Offer 3,000 gold coins to Luna. Here, take it. You can spend it on traveling and seeing the world, together with your love, if she agrees. The girl looks at the coins in disbelief. But this is a very large sum. Of course you're the queen, but you barely know me. Take it, take it. Believe me, traveling is contagious. Yeah, take one small step from your house and you'll never be able to stop. The world is beautiful, especially when you're not discovering it alone. Not that I myself ever... I'll leave you one on my latest almanacs to help you find your way around the start. Around at the start. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I don't even know how to repay you. But on the other hand, maybe I do. Luna searches her bag quickly. Please, take this. It's a relic my family received from an elven ancestor. According to the family legend, the one who deciphers the map will find 3 things. An incredible sad secret, a true treasure, and a door to another world, which will never open again. The entrance to a certain dungeon is marked right here. There's nothing to say where to go looking. You're a queen, with all the best scientists and travelers serving you. Surely they'll be able to read this map. Thank you again. Oh, I have to go. Okay. Okay. Ha! Moon has left our path, but now who can explain to me why the host didn't simply tell us, go to the dungeon located here? Why make us run around in circles? But let's have a look at this map. What do we have here? Why do I recognize the area around the Candlemere at first glance? There are ancient ruins in this area. This dungeon must contain the traces of the very first gnomes to visit Galarian. Well, our goal is clear. Now, we need only to achieve it. Cool. Nice. Did that. Save it. So we spent 3,000 gold for a treasure map? Worth it? Right? I mean... I think it's worth it. I made someone happy. So that's definitely worth it. My life is complete. Oh, hi. Come to the tavern after the council. We need to talk. About my damn tribe and Nilek. And about the ghost. Will you come? I will wait. I'll try not to get drunk, but I really want to. I was just at the tavern, Amiri. I was in. Can we?